Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here to talk about some products to help the woman on the go. So if that is something you're interested in watching, then you are in the right place. We're about to get into it.
I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf.
Before we start, I am going to address the elephant in the room, that blue light stripe that's going across back here. I lost a panel on the back of one of my lighting fixtures that I use for the video setup here. So there is a blue beam that is now shining across the back of my wall. The back of that lighting fixture is on order and will be here before the next video. So I'm sorry, there's a stripe back there. All right, guys, so one big request that I constantly get in my DMs on Instagram is a request that comes from a specific type of consumer. And this is the consumer, typically female, typically always on the go, whether it's wrangling a dozen kids out the door for school or trying to not miss a flight because they're a professional. And these women have the same complaint. They don't have time in the morning to sit down and do a 2-hour beat on the face. And I hear you. Not everybody is made for these incredibly long, intricate face makeup routines every day. So I really began kind of looking into different solutions for this specific consumer. For me, it was looking for solutions for this specific subscriber. So if you feel like I'm talking to you, this video is for you guys. So I really started digging into these kind of all-in-one type of makeup products. Products that promise to be fast, friendly, on the go. You see a lot of this stuff floating around on Instagram, shady companies that I really would prefer not to give my money to. You also see a lot of these companies spring up on Amazon, etc. My problem is that I was looking for a reputable brand that wasn't incredibly expensive, because that was my other problem. Was I found another brand and I started looking into their products, but by the time you got everything that you needed for their one little kit, you're talking like over $1,000 worth of product, and it's just not doable. So it's finding somebody that's reasonably priced and still has like an all-in-one product that actually works and isn't just gimmicky. That's where I stumbled and kept coming back to Whoosh Beauty. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, we covered a couple of the first brand new releases from Whoosh Beauty back in the early day, and I wasn't a fan. And the things that we tried were like the under eye shields. I wasn't a fan of those. And I can't remember, I think the other thing that we tried was that corner eye brush where it's supposed to make the outer V work that you do with your shadow very easy. And I did not like the quality of that brush. It was incredibly flimsy and not well made. So I kept coming back to Whoosh Beauty through my research, and I kept setting it to the side because of my early experiences. Well, because of a lack of options, I decided to go ahead and just go down this road and see where it led me. And I'll be honest with you guys, I was really shocked. So I want to talk to you about the main star attraction here, and that is the fold-out face. For those of you that have never heard of this, this is an all-in-one kit. Now, I will say the promises are big with this thing. It promises that it's going to give you that full face that you need in less than 20 minutes or less than 5 minutes, depending on how extreme you want to go. So I went ahead, I have the fold out face, and I took it for a test drive, and I started just doing my makeup application and seeing how quick I could get a very fast application done. And to be honest with you guys, I got a routine down to just under 5 minutes. So here is what makes the fold out face actually a fantastic product. So let's go over the actual product first, and then I'll get in with you guys how to effectively use this, because you can go wrong with this product, as I did the first couple of times that I used it, until you actually get your routine down. So this is the fold out face, and this is supposed to be your complete makeup routine in one box. And it basically is, with the exception of like one or two things that would be easy just to toss in your purse and take with you. So it looks like this. You open it up and it kind of gives you a diagram of what is included in the fold out face. This actually comes in 6 different shades, I believe. So you can get on and go through their shade finder on the Woosh Beauty website and find the shade that is right for you. For me, it's 2.5. That's my shade match. Now, getting into this is what the actual book looks like. So it's got a lot of weight to it. It has a lot of product in it, which is why. So you have this little tag right here. It's magnetized so it stays sealed shut. And when you open it, that's when you start seeing the products. The one thing that I really love about this is that even if you're working like on that little tray that flips down in the airplane, if that's the only place that you have to work, you have a full mirror here for yourself. So you've got a mirror that encompasses your whole face that you can use on the go for this book. So what I'd like to do is I want to take you through a full face using this book, and I want you guys to just look at the application itself and how it went for me, so that you guys can see in real time what the application process looks like. Now, I am going to make a couple of caveats. The full face that you are about to see is me doing as full of a beat on my face as I could out of this book. To be honest with you, this book is not meant for a full beat, okay? This book is meant for you to touch up your face, make yourself look naturally beautiful, and be good to go in under 5 minutes. I just really wanted to push the boundaries, specifically of the foundation and concealer claims out of this book, just to see how much coverage I could get, okay? But ideally, the way that these products are supposed to be used is in a little bit of a different way. And I'm going to go over with you exactly how they're supposed to be used versus the way that I use them as we walk through each product in this book. One thing I do want to say just in the offset is there is no bad stuff in Woosh Beauty products. You guys know I do my research. Gluten-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free, so they are a clean brand. In addition to that, they're also cruelty-free. All of their stuff has also been dermatology tested, so dermatologists have actually tested the products, and they have said that the products that Woosh Beauty offers are all deemed safe for all skin types. And for my ladies out there that are irritated by fragrance, these are all fragrance-free products, so you're not going to deal with any of those nasty, overwhelming fragrances either. I know that's important to a lot of you, so I wanted to make sure that I stuck this in there. In addition to that, they are also a female-owned brand. So again, female-owned brand, cruelty-free. They're a clean brand, dermatologist tested, and it's built for women that are basically looking to enhance their natural beauty, but don't have time for a 5-hour routine. We're going to start with the first product, and the first product that I used is the Perfectors, which is actually supposed to be the second step in your routine. They recommend that you do your eyeshadow in this book first, and I can understand why you would do that, so that you can wipe out any fallout that you get on your face. So you can do this in any order that you feel comfortable with doing it in. As I started using this and really putting this thing to the test, this is just the routine that I found worked best for me. So I'm going to show you guys up close what the actual Perfectors look like, and then I'm going to walk you through application and how I use the Perfectors. So when you look at the Perfectors, what you're actually seeing here is you're seeing a foundation and a concealer. Now both of these are cream-based products that are very pigment heavy, which is a really, really good thing. So you can do a couple of things. You can If this is a perfect match for you, great. You can just use this and you can touch up spots on your face, but you don't necessarily have to use this as a foundation, okay? You have a beautiful powder back here that we're going to use later on. This, if you want to cover most of your face with this, it's a gorgeous look. So you can use this just to kind of give yourself a little bit of extra coverage where you have some hyperpigmentation, that kind of stuff. The lighter color here is a concealer color. Now, if you find that this isn't an exact match for you, for your skin, the beauty of having these two side by side is the ability to mix and match between the two and adjust it to fit your exact perfect skin tone, which is amazing. I absolutely love that. What I did was I mixed and matched these two until I got a pretty good skin tone match, and then I actually used it as foundation and I covered my full face with this. And I just did that because I wanted to see what the coverage was going to look like, whether or not it was buildable, and I'll show you guys what that application looked like here. Now again, I do want you guys to keep in mind that and this is intended for you to just perfect your face. So you want to concentrate on areas that have hyperpigmentation on them. You want to concentrate on areas where you have blemishes or you have some redness or anything that you just want to even out and get your skin tone nice and evened out and beautiful looking. The one thing that I love about these perfectors is, number one, a little tiny bit goes a long way. So you don't have to use a lot of this product because it's packed so full of pigment. It's a very concentrated. So a little bit goes a really long way and you don't have to use a lot. Initially, when I first saw these two little pans in here, I thought I'm going to run out of product in a week, but that's not the case because, again, the formula is incredibly concentrated. Now, the one thing that I will say, if I had to change anything out of this book, it would be the lighter color here. I liked using that lighter color as kind of like a highlight just to hit the high points of my face, like down the bridge of my nose, here. But I don't think that I liked that enough to say that it could replace my concealer. Only because you guys know that I really love, especially like my Jouer concealer, because it gives me like my hyaluronic acid and a lot of other things that I depend on my concealer to give me, whereas this isn't going to provide that. However, in a pinch, on the go, in a plane, if I have 5 minutes to get ready before I run out the door, this actually will work as a concealer, and it worked just fine for me as a concealer. It doesn't give me the kind of coverage that I really like out of my concealers, and I did cheat a little bit in this by using a color corrector underneath, which is not part of this book, but I have really bad dark circles. So I think if you were going to carry something additional or extra with this book, for me, it would be a concealer. But for women out there that don't necessarily really use a lot of concealer or don't need a lot of concealer, this is perfect. And a lot of the women that I talk to through my DMs don't necessarily use a lot of this makeup in a heavy way on an everyday anyways. So I think this is a great solution if that is you. So you can use this as a foundation all over your face just like I did, or you can use these to just perfect your face. You can also just highlight the center of your face like a lot of us do, use it underneath your eye as a concealer, and you've got your base done. So that is a great step, a step that shocked me out of this, believe it or not, and it worked really well. Next up is the contouring portion of this palette. That's right, you have highlighting powders and contouring powders in here. One thing that I do love to use this highlighting powder for is to set the under eye area. It's a really nice brightening powder. Also, again, down the bridge of the nose or anywhere else in the center of the face that you want to bring light to, this is a beautiful brightening powder. And the one thing that I really like about this contour shade is that it's not a bronzer. It's actually actually a contour shade. It's matte, it's cool toned, it mimics a shadow, which is what a contour color is supposed to do, and the powder is actually a really, really pretty formula. And the nice thing about this is typically I would set my face first before I would go in with a contour or with a highlight. But the beauty of this formula is that you can go right over top, right directly on your face. Like for me, I went right on top of this with the contour and the highlight in areas that I wanted to contour and highlight. It blends out beautifully. It looks very natural on the skin. It's not overly pigmented, so you don't look in the mirror and say, oh my gosh, I've overdone it. It's very buildable, so you can start off with a nice light layer and build it up to whatever kind of contour or highlight it is that you're looking for. But these tones are perfect for my skin tone. I think they did a really good job with the overall shades in this palette, matching it to what my skin tone is. Very usable contour and highlight shades. The formula is beautiful. They blend out well. Another check mark in the process of this book. Next up is the blush, and you have two options with the blush. You do have a matte and a shimmer, which I love because you guys know I'm not a big fan of shimmer blushes because they tend to show texture on the skin. I like a matte blush, but I was a little scared when I saw the blush in this palette. Look at it. It looks like it's a vibrant purple, but when you put it on, it's really a beautiful color, and the blush below that has a little bit of shimmer in it. If you're looking for more of like a natural glow and you don't necessarily want to use a highlighter, you maybe want to use your blush to give you that highlight and that color at the same time and just give you a beautiful wash of color. The second blush in this palette is great for that. But both of these colors are stunning in the look that you're seeing me do. I actually opted to go with the purple one, and it ended up not being as crazy as I thought it would, which is good because again, when you're on the go, the last thing that you want to do is have to go in and correct something that went sideways. And when you have a really heavily pigmented contour or a heavily pigmented blush, a lot of times you can go in and then go, oh my gosh, what did I do? That's so much. They totally made the right decisions when it comes to using a very light formula that's very layerable and buildable, so you can just build it up to whatever intensity it is that you want. It's very hard to screw up, in other words. It's pretty foolproof. And the highlight itself in this palette is stunning, but it's not like a blinding over-the-top highlight. It's very much a natural skin glow highlight that just looks really pretty on the skin, and it just gives your face a very natural glow. So I was absolutely a fan of the highlight that's in this palette as well. Again, I think it's a good choice for the demographic of person that's going to want to use this book. They are not going to want to blind and glow to the gods. They just are going to want a very natural highlight on the side of the face that's just going to give them a nice, healthy, natural look to the skin that's glowing. So I think the highlight in here was a perfect choice. Now on to what I really think is like the star of the show, and for me, that is these blenders right here. Now these blenders, you have two different formulas. You'll have one that's a little bit lighter and one that is like your face tone. So for me, I kind of bounced back and forth between the two and just blended my whole face out. So this really can act like the majority of your coverage or the majority of your foundation. It gives you very much an airbrushed look to the skin. Now, because I used the cream perfectors basically all over my face, I didn't really have to use the blenders too much, but on those days, and I had days where I only used the perfectors on just areas where I saw redness and I saw, little pieces of skin peeking through. I actually really did go in with these blenders and use them as the majority of the coverage on my face, and it looks gorgeous. It gives you a very natural look, and it's so quick and it's so easy just to grab those and just buff your face and you're done. And they blend the rest of the products together really, really well, and it just makes for an overall stunning look. And then last but not least out of this book is the eyeshadow quad that you have up here. Very neutral layout. You have 2 mattes. You have a matte white and you have a matte black. Then you have kind of a brown and a little bit of a peachy shimmer here. I did just a very evening type of look. One look that I would usually do if I was going somewhere to an event or something. I wanted to do a look that was not as like normal and natural. I wanted to do, again, I just kind of wanted to push it to see if I could get a really nice look out of this eyeshadow quad, and I think I got a really good look out of it. Now, this can kind of serve a dual purpose as well. The black matte here you can also use as an eyeliner. So if you are looking to line the eyes, there's a matte black in here that will take care of that for you. These are like multi-purpose pans. There were times where I actually used this contour shade as a transition shade on my eye as well. So yeah, I definitely used all of these when it comes to making the look, and there's everything in here that you can use in order to get the look that you want. So overall, I thought that the Facebook for me, it works. It provides you with that face on the go. It gives you what you need to just throw a face on real quick and know that you look good and your skin looks good. Now, one other thing that comes kind of that supports this, you can also get this brush, which I think is amazing, and it like coincides with the book. So it's a double-ended brush that looks like this, and I used this one a lot when it came to the perfectors, and this one obviously when it came to the powders and the blush and the highlight and the contour. But the nice thing about this is that inside you also have brushes. So here you have like a little rounded eyeshadow brush, and if you're looking to conceal or get into just, you know, touching up your blemishes, you also have a flat synthetic here that you can just flip around. So essentially, with just this brush, you have 4 brushes in here. So you can basically just get this one brush and pack it with your Facebook, and you have your brushes and your Facebook and everything that you would need to get your face done, which I think is amazing, because this is definitely something that you can throw in your portfolio, throw in your travel bag, go through TSA and not have them pulling out all your foundation bottles saying that they're over the fluid limit. This is all TSA friendly. So this is all travel friendly, TSA friendly, and it works. Next up, I want to show you guys what else I did in order to complete this look so that we can get to the finished look. I wanted to stick within Whoosh Beauty, so I used their mascara, and their mascara is the Flex and Curl 2-in-1 mascara. I like this because it is going to be kind of an on-the-go mascara, and the neat thing about this is that the wand itself just makes it a little easier when it comes to application. So you twist the lid, and you get this nice bent angle to the wand, and that really helps when it comes to getting in there and just really wiggling that formula back and forth on your lashes and underneath here and underneath here. So again, this is very on-the-go friendly. It makes application very quick and very easy. Now, is this my favorite mascara formula? No. But again, this is a very natural mascara. So for those girls that don't necessarily like that thick, black, clumpy, what standard, beauty industry standard of a good mascara is, this is not that. This is just a nice mascara that just darkens your lashes. It makes it very convenient and easy to get to your lashes, and you're done. It's just a very simple mascara. It reminds me of, you know, any drugstore mascara. It's just a basic mascara. For this demographic, this is probably just right. All right, and then the last product that I used to just kind of complete this look is their lip gloss. Now, I got the lip gloss in the color Glam Peach, and it's a beautiful lip gloss formula, but the thing that I really like about this, how many times have you guys watched us put our lip gloss on, and we're doing this, and then you're flipping it over and doing this, and then you're flipping it around in your hand and doing this to get the gloss off of your applicator and make sure that you get it all over. Well, this lip gloss actually rolls across your lips, kind of like a paint roller. Like when you paint your walls, this does that. So you're painting your lips. And the thing I like about that is that there's no trickery involved with your wrist trying to make sure that you're getting all of that lip gloss off of the doe foot applicator onto your lip. It's literally a one swipe and it rolls right across your lip. And it ensures, what that does is it lays down an even coat of lip gloss as it goes across your lip. And I think that is like a game changer for me. I think that's the neatest thing. It just rolls. Just so easy. And it makes for a seamless gloss application. It really does. It amazes me. So, you know, for me, it's like little inventions like that for women that don't have time to go in and perfect their lip gloss. They literally can just whip this out. They roll it once, roll it twice, and they're done. So all of this stuff really supports just getting in, getting it done, and getting out. So for those women out there that just want something fast and easy, something that you can carry with you in your purse or your travel bag on the go, I genuinely think that this is probably the best way to go as far as expense is concerned. Now, all of these products aren't going to cost you $500 to buy. That's how a lot of these really quick and easy type of brands, the price point is a little high. The face book itself is $45, $45, and you get 4 eyeshadows, 2 blushes, a highlighter, 2 face powders, foundation, concealer, a highlight powder, and a contour powder. So you basically, and a mirror. Don't forget your vanity mirror in here as well. So you get a full face, $45, and you're done. They also have a bundle online where you can get the fold out face and toss in the 4-in-1 brush as well. So you can get those together as a bundle. The lip gloss is $16. The mascara is $20. So all of this is definitely within that Ulta price point. None of this is like priced out of the market where you're just like, oh my God, that's insane. There's no way I can pay for that. All of this is very reasonably priced. And I think this is a great solution for my girls out there on the go that don't need to do a full beat on the face, but they do need something that they can take with them that's very travel friendly, that will make them look beautiful. At the end of the day, here's my before and after. Only the products that are used in this kit were used in order to do that face. Now, is this going to be something that I rely on every day? No, because I really enjoy my 2-hour beauty routine. I enjoy picking up 30 products in the morning and using them on my face. For me, that's the fun of makeup. That's part of my craft. It's part of my artistry, and it's something that I love. But I get questions so often from you guys, and I wanted to provide you a solution. So I hope this is a solution for those of us out there that don't want to do a 3-hour makeup routine every day. One other thing I did want to go over with you guys before I left is another product that I've tried out by Woosh Beauty, and this is going to be for all my makeup lovers out there, and it's some other brushes that they have. I like these brushes, and I did want to just kind of go over them with you because I feel like these are a little bit of a step up from the brushes that I gave such a hard time to in my last video when it came to that V-shaped brush that I gave such a hard time to. I think these are much better, so I definitely wanted to give them their moment because I feel bad for trashing that brush in my last video, but it was really a bad brush. So they have a brush set on Woosh Beauty, and I wanted to try them out just to see if they'd improved any. They are dual-ended brushes, and they really have. This is a good brush set. I think they're really cute. Again, the whole thing with Woosh Beauty is to consolidate. So instead of having 8 brushes, you only have 4. So instead of needing to carry a huge brush case, you can basically hold all of your brushes in your fist right here and can slide them into the pocket of basically any travel bag. So that's kind of the whole theme when it comes to Whoosh Beauty, is it's all meant to consolidate your makeup and make it very on the go and travel friendly. And I think these brushes have done that. So you have a beautiful blending brush on this side. It's a flat kabuki brush, gorgeous hairs, nice and dense. This will blend out foundation beautifully. You have a gorgeous blush brush on this end, or contour brush, or whatever you want to use this for. It's a beautiful rounded powder brush. So I love this one. This is, they technically call this brush number 4 and brush number 5, but they do sell these individually and as a whole on their website, so you can check them out. This is my favorite brush that I have used the most. This is the number 3 contour brush, and the biggest reason that I like this is you have a beautiful soft contour brush here. Now this is going to be a contour brush that you use here. Now this one is for detail contouring, and you guys, I don't think I've ever seen a better nose contour brush than this brush. This has become my new, look at this. It has become my new nose contour brush. It literally fits perfect down the bridge of your nose and right across the tip. I have used this for my nose contour since the day it came in the mail. This is my new favorite nose contour brush, and this is a beautiful regular contour brush. This is my favorite brush out of the entire collection. I love this brush. I think this end right here is just worth $1 million. I don't know why other people out there haven't caught on, but even the shape of this, because it's not, it doesn't come to a tip. So that's a lot of the problem that I have with ones that go down the side of your nose, or that are made to go down the side of your nose, is that they come to such a tip that it doesn't actually blend that contour out the way that it needs to. But this is nice and wide right here, so it's just literally one swipe down the side of your nose and it's already blended, it's shaded perfectly, and you don't have to do anything else to it. It's amazing. I don't know why there's not 1,000 of these brushes out there. But if you're looking for a good nose contour brush, this is the number 3 contour Whoosh Beauty website. Check it out. This is number 2. This is their Perfector brush. Now, this is supposed to be for like perfecting your face. So you want to spot conceal. This is going to be for really blending out anything that you want in a dense area, or anything that you, I love, it's very firm. So this is going to be great for cream product. So the Perfector that's in that fold out book, this would be a great brush to use for that. These kind of brushes too that are really dense and thick like this, these are really good for touch-ups throughout the day. If you want to blot places where you are super oily, this is a great brush for that. It'll soak up the oil around your skin naturally, and it's great to blot. It'll do it really good without disturbing your makeup underneath. So I like this for that. This is definitely a functional brush. You could get a lot of use out of this one. And then this is kind of my least favorite out of the collection, because this is what they call their eye brush, and you can kind of tell it's kind of a funky eye brush, but here's the philosophy behind it. So you have your typical angled edge, and I love it because it's nice and soft. It is perfect for eyebrows. It's also going to be perfect for lining your eyes. Anything that you're going to need to use an angled brush for, this is going to serve the purpose just fine. But this is what they call like their eye blending brush, and I get the theory behind it, because so again with Whoosh Beauty, it's about quick looks, and I will say this does fit your eye perfect. And the philosophy is, if you're going to go with like a mono look on your lid, you just can dip that in the color and then just go perfectly like this, and it will just get that color right across your lids on both sides, and you can be done. One and done. It's just that for me, I like a lot more than one color. Now, could this work also to shade? Absolutely. It has a beautiful angle on this side right here, which is going to allow for you to really get in and kind of buff out any edge that you've used. So it's going to be a multi-purpose brush. You're going to be able to place pigment, and then you're going to be able to angle it, and you're going to be able to buff it out as well. So yes, you absolutely can use this as an eyeshadow brush. It's just very non-traditional, so there is probably going to be a learning curve with it, number one. But number two, for women that only like to use one or two shadows when they put their eye makeup on, this may actually be a really good brush for you. Just not my cup of tea. So this one is my least favorite out of all of them. And then of course the nose one is my absolute favorite. I love this. So I did want to go over the essential brush set with you, which is what they are calling this. They call this the essential brush set. You can find this online at whooshbeauty.com. I will make sure that I have the links to everything down in the description bar below. And I hope that that has solved at least some of my travel busy moms, professional women, on the go girls that have been asking me questions about makeup on the go. I hope this at least gives you some good suggestions. I definitely think that this company is probably the best way to go. Now, is that to say there's not other options out there? There are, absolutely. But in the research that I did and going down the road that I went down, this is the one that I thought would be the best. Now, I am looking right now. They have a 25% off on their website for using the code TIDY25 for 25% off. I don't know if that's like a code that's going to stick around or if that's like a spring thing or whatever, because I just have their website pulled up here in front of me so that I had prices and stuff to show you guys. So you can do that. It's up at the top of the website. So when you log in, if it's still effective, then that code will be at the top. I'll put it down in the description bar below. But again, I don't know what that's for, if it's just like a spring 25% off or if it's like a weekend special or something like that. So if it's not there when you go to check out, don't kill me. I just happen to be seeing it now. So but again, I'll put their stuff down in the comment section below. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I will always answer all of your questions for you guys. This was a lot of fun. I had a really good time doing this and kind of going down this road and exploring this brand a little bit more and really getting into the headspace of those women that don't have a lot of time to be obsessed with beauty like I am and like a lot of people out there are. And I get it. I mean, I do. I get it. I get that not all of us have this kind of time and you're just looking for something that's quick and easy. And I hope I have provided some of that for you today. All right, guys, listen, that is it. Don't forget we have the Blue Blood contest going on this month. All you have to do is make sure that you're a subscriber. Go back and like the Blue Blood video and leave a comment and let me know how to get in touch with you in the event that you are the winner over on the Blue Blood video. Other than that, guys, I hope all of you guys are very happy and very healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video.